Welcome to the making of a DM. Random thoughts and controversial conversations. On this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you insights of conversations I've had in the last 24 to 48 hours with high-level 8 to 9-figure earners, beyond and below, and everything in between. This show is going to knock you off your socks. Please, if there's children around, you better put earmuffs on them because I get very intense on this one. I'm intense now. Wait until you see me on their side. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans. DM. What a day. What a day. Actually, what a week, what a month, what a year already. 2021. Into February coming up as I'm speaking to you here. It's actually mid-ish February. I'm sitting here in my home in Parkland, Florida, and just talking to you today about random, not so random thoughts. I get asked all the time different questions from different people, from newbies to high-level guys doing many, 8, 9 figures a year and everything in between. And I just kind of wanted to take you behind the scenes, pull back the curtain, if you will, and share some insights on some of the stuff we're talking about over here. I'm getting so excited I could barely form the words, right? So as I'm sitting here in the office, I got a lot of cool stuff here, like a lot of neat artwork. I've invested a lot of money in art that I like. I don't care if you like it or not. Kind of my thought process has always been, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, well, I don't care how much I can make on it or not. I'm not really into it. But I look at one, I have like a picture of Richie Rich with the DM on his belt hitting a boxing bag, and it has a dollar sign on it with money flying out of it. I have a cool piece that was actually by Brunky. I got another pretty cool piece that I have that actually the guy got in trouble because it's got like, instead of Mr. Gold Bar, Mr. Gold, whatever they're called, 24 karat gold, instead of a Heath bar, I got a Wealth bar and 24 karat gold bar. It's just a neat piece. I'll try to put them up online so you can see them. I got a picture of me, my boy Pucho did a really cool custom piece of me smoking a stogie. It's kind of like an image, unless you know what it is. Obviously it's someone lighting a cigar, but you don't know who that person is. That is me. I got a cool piece my boy Matt G got me. It's kind of a Monopoly thing. It says "Go Collect." It has the deal maker. Very cool custom piece he got me. I got another piece I'm actually really proud of. One of my teams in the real estate company found some stuff in one of my offices of a tape back in 2012. This is a cassette tape, by the way. I used to do projects. I used to be on site every day doing real estate. There's one of the houses from start to finish. I kind of showed it, and it just says, hey, do you, just how much they appreciate me and how they feel that I've been a great leader and I'm doing a good job, and, they respect me, appreciate me, even though we're all pushing hard. And some cool goals to myself back in 2015 they found as well. So it's just kind of neat, some old business cards and pictures. It's very inspiring to me. And then another piece, and then I'll move on. But my boy, Mr. E, you guys can look these people up, by the way, but he did a cool piece for me, a custom piece, the money tree. And these things are thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Do you like to be around money? I like it. I don't know. Every successful person I know likes to be around the money. I talk about money every day, all day. Not in a douchey way. Not like, oh man, I got 50-cent raise today. But like, money is a very powerful, amazing tool. And we have to pay attention. Like when I say this, let me say a comment. I want you to immediately think what comes to mind. I'm going to be stupid, filthy, rich. Me, Mark Evans, DM. Now, you might think, like, dude, that guy's a prick. Oh, man, yeah, it must be nice for you, man. Yeah, who are you going to rip off this time or whatever bullshit. And/or, that's awesome. I'm going to be as well. See, what's interesting about wealth is many of you listening, and again, I'm not talking shit to you. I'm just talking real. Many of you say you want something, but your thoughts and actions are definitely not the case. It's very crystal clear. How? Look at your bank account. Having money is an amazing, amazing thing. Anybody tells you that it's not, it's full of shit. You should definitely delete them out of your life immediately and or massively minimize conversations with them because they've given up on their dreams. They have a bad belief system about money and wealth, or they just don't understand anything I'm talking about right now. See, money is tool. Money is just simply money. It's just an idea. Why don't you have more of it? I was in a group, actually, this is a true story. I was in a group, and this guy's supposedly, and I say supposedly, and you'll understand why I say supposedly, big time. And he did a post inside this private group that we all pay a lot of money to be in. And he said, hey guys, challenge. Let's see who can create a $500 a month residual income stream. Well, first of all, if you're big time, you're not fucking trying to make $500. To make $500 residual at our level, and I'm not saying this to be a dick, it's the facts. I could do it in a nanosecond with one step. I could do a post and make tens of thousands of dollars. I immediately left his group. Not that I don't like him, but because I've clearly outgrown him. And again, this isn't to be a dick. This is like money is a very important drive. Without money, you don't have a life. Well, Mark, you don't understand, man. I just want to be comfortable. Well, that takes money. And what does comfortable mean today? What if you found out you have stage 3 cancer next week? Now, all of a sudden, you're fucking comfortable today? It's not so comfortable when you discover that. What happens if something, recently we just donated an entire village in Haiti. It's like $300 and something thousand to build 50 houses, put a community center in, and to help 400 plus people. I can't do that with smiles. I can't do that with being nice. The only way that shit gets done is with money. As I'm sitting here talking to you, I hear my wife start up the G-Wagon outside. She's getting ready to head out somewhere, probably to go buy some. Actually, she's getting her nails done today. That's right. She told me. I was listening. That takes money. I'm a fucking proud person to tell you my wife has never worked since I've met her. And she never will have to unless she wants to. See, money gives you options. It gives you flexibility. I'm very mobile. I've talked about this story. This is a true story. Recently, in my house in Ohio, I have a beautiful house in Shaker Heights. It's amazing. I've invested a lot of money, did everything. There's nothing else to do to the house from interior to exterior. You've probably seen those crazy pictures of me putting golf course grass in, and I have a 3rd-story office, smoking cigars, ventilation. It's awesome. But I walked outside one day and I didn't like what I saw. I don't need to get into that. But what I saw, I didn't like. So instead of me going to my house and fucking, poor me, and blowing up people in line and talking shit and thinking about it, walked into D and said, hey, we're going to buy something bigger. We're going to buy something with more space. And we're going to buy it quickly for cash. I have options because I've busted my fucking ass to get the options. That was a multi-million-dollar deal. Decision. I walked outside. I don't like what I see. I'm fucking leaving. I was gone within 60 days. Put the house on the market. It sold the same day. Of course it would, because it was a badass house. Let them deal with the shit I saw. I didn't like the way the neighborhood was going, and I just wanted to go. It was just in that moment. Money gave me that option. What options do you have? What are you building your financial fuck you wall of money around you? Most of you have like a toothpick wall. The wind will blow that shit over. And you're sitting around bullshitting yourself and everyone else around you like you're fucking king ding-a-ling. And you know damn well you don't have dick going on. But Mark, I'm busy. I don't care if you're busy or not. You still don't have dick going on. This is the shit high-level people are doing and thinking about and talking about, by the way. I used to be the king ding-a-ling that was busier than anybody, and the bank account didn't reflect it. I was deflecting money because I had a bad money belief system. I've talked about this in a show about having financial PTSD. We're all fucked up. Anybody tells you they have everything figured out, run as fast as humanly possible because they're lying to you. I have many quirks. But one thing I don't have a quirk on is money. I want a lot and I'm going to get a lot more and I'm just getting started. I want you to have options. Your kid gets sick, you can pay for the best health care. Your parents or grandparents need a house, you can fucking get them the best house they want to make their life amazing. Whatever you want to do, it's your choice. Give to charity. See, I'm a great steward of money. I have the cars, I have the Rollses, I have the nice trucks and cars and houses and all that bullshit. I could always get more and bigger and nicer, but that's not what drives me. I want it and I'll get it if I want it. But what's funny about this is as you get bigger financially, once you can have what you've been dreaming about for 20 years, really doesn't become a big deal because you realize, dude, I can do so much more. I haven't pulled my rules out of the garage in 3 weeks. I take my $20,000 golf cart and drive around town. It's a badass golf cart, by the way. See, back in the day, I would have tried to go get the cheapest golf cart. Man, I got a good deal. Instead, I had this customized, paid $20,000, 6-seater. It's got everything. Custom branding, DM, deal maker logo. I mean, it's awesome. If I give this guy 20 grand, it doesn't mean I'm losing money. That means I'm investing in something I like. Therefore, every time I get on the cart, I feel good about it. Well, Mark, you're shallow. Cool. That says more about you than me if you think that way. Again, this is the problem. I was talking with the guy recently, and he's telling me, he's like, Mark, I want to do this partnership program with you, but the problem is, keep in mind, it's fucking $1,000 a month. That's it. It's a steal of the century. But I got to talk to my fiance. My fiance is really not on board. So why the fuck are we even talking? Your problem isn't making money. Your problem is the fucking root cause of your spouse or potential spouse that you probably should not be marrying, by the way. Not yet, and maybe never. If Dina, I swear on my life, if Dina would ever told me, no, I can't do something, and I know I've put in all the hard work to educate myself and learn about it and do all, I would tell her to go fuck herself, and I'd left in 2 seconds. And that's the truth. And she knows it. This is not a secret. Same thing for her. She came to me and said, Mark, I want to do it. Let's do it together. Let's make it bigger. Hey, how'd you come up with that idea? That's awesome. If your partner prior to marriage isn't on board with your bullshit, why in the world would you ever marry this fucking person? Seriously, I'm not joking. Seriously. You're a dumbass if you do. But Mark, that's not nice. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm not trying to be nice. I'm trying to help you. See, this is the truth. You don't have people telling you the facts and the truth. Everyone's out here lollygagging around. Hey, man, great job. Bullshit. You're a fucking slacker and you know it. Dude, my kid, Mark and Drea, if they come to me and they're like, Dad, did I do a good job? And they didn't, I'm not going to say, oh, you did amazing. I'm going to say, dude, listen, you did an okay job. You know you have more in the tank. Get your ass back out there and let's go. We've been pussified. The world is fucked up. It's getting worse. And that's why I'm writing the book, Me Economy. It's almost done. I'm excited to share it with the world because this shit needs to be heard at a big level. We are under attack. Not the kind of attack like some foreign countries coming to bomb us or blow up buildings and all that bullshit. We're an attack by fucking Americans that are trying to divide us as human beings. Am I the only one? I'm talking about this. I'm getting disgusted. Actually, my stomach's hurting for real because I'm disgusted at how fucking stupid people are. I can't believe how easy it is to manipulate a fucking human being. And by the way, what's even more crazy? Most of these people are highly educated with degrees. Just because they're highly educated, clearly, if you've never understood this or thought about it, clearly you've realized they're not fucking smart. Educated and smart are two way different things. I could not go on Jeopardy ever. I might get one answer right. Hopefully they ask something about money, and which they never fucking do because no one in there is smart with these big degrees that know shit about money. They're too busy with their nose in the book learning about some kind of 1962 or 1821 whatever thing in some other foreign country bullshit. But am I the only one that gets disgusted when I log in and I see black restaurants, support black restaurants? This is a touchy subject for people. It's not fucking touchy for me. It's bullshit. Do you understand what they're doing when they do that shit? They're fucking with us. They're creating subconscious divide. Dude, I'll fucking support anybody if you're doing a good job. What do you think would happen in this world if I log into the same app to order food or go to Amazon and it says, support the Asian community, support the white community, support the Mexican community, or whatever? There'd be fucking gunfights out here. People would cut your nuts off, for God's sakes. If we allow this bullshit to continue, which I don't see it stopping anytime soon, if ever, we have to protect our brain. This is subconscious programming at the ultimate highest level. It's everywhere. It's almost, and this is not normal to me, but it's almost normal to accept this bullshit. I don't care what you look like. If you do, that's your fucking problem. Not my problem. I'm short, fat, fucking bald, stubby, probably need a bigger wiener. But that's me. That's my problem. I cuss too much, clearly. Why has everything got to be someone else's problem? Because you can't take fucking responsibility for your own life, your own situation, your own bullshit. You got to put the blame on others to make you feel like you're okay. You don't have to believe me. Turn on the goddamn TV and you'll see My 600-Pound Life. You watch that shit because it makes you feel skinny. Why you sit there and eat pizza and drink your beer or soda or whatever bullshit you drink and eat, and you feel like you're getting better about yourself. That's why Housewives is so cool, because you realize how dysfunctional the fucking people are, and it makes you feel normal. That's not how normal people are. Are you kidding me? If you had friends around you that you don't want to hang out with, these aren't friends. These are fucking frenemies. It's TV. Gets ratings. We have to step it up. I talk about this in the Me Economy at a deeper level because there's some real issues going on, guys and gals. The truth is, we live in a time, 2021. I don't give a fuck where you live or what you do with your money. You literally could be the Russian mob making money, selling fucking kid toys, and taking the money, buying weapons that are going to destroy your country or other people or whatever. The interweb or net, no one fucking knows who you are. They don't care what you look like. You see, a lot of people use this race card bullshit and, all this you don't understand. Why do I need to fucking understand? You need to understand. No one knows who I own multiple companies. No one even knows who I am. They don't even know I own it. You make it a bigger deal than it is because it makes you feel sufficient. It gives you something to talk about and complain about and feel good about yourself when you hang out with your boys. Yo, man, no one understands us. Fuck, why? Dude, you don't even understand yourself. How the hell do you think anybody else is going to understand you? It's our brain. We got to grow it. We got to protect it. Listen, I don't care what race you are, but no matter if you have arms, no arms, legs, collar, it doesn't matter. Literally, you can do whatever you want. Someone's done what you want in a situation like you're in or worse. And if that's the case, they've succeeded. There's no fucking excuse that you can't succeed. Until you stop blaming or complaining and or both, nothing will change. I guarantee it. I'm scared for my kids growing up in this bullshit. That's why I'm teaching them Taekwondo. That's why I'm teaching them how to handle guns. That's why I'm teaching them how to protect themselves when shit hits the fan. Not if, when. We're in a time it's now when. As my boy Sean always says, you better take care of your shit. You better have your family ready. You better have your house in order. You better have your weapons. I mean, this is shit, protection, I should say. You better be ready. See, it's like success. So many of you want success, but you're not ready or prepared for success. Success could hit you in the fucking eyeball and you wouldn't even see it because you're too consumed with bullshit that will never serve you. You're not ready to succeed at another level. Opportunity could be presented to you on a silver platter and you would deny it because it might be too good to be true. It might look like it's scary. It might look like it's a big investment. No, what it really is you're a fucking pussy and you're not ready for the next level. Let's be honest. That's the truth. If you don't take care of the me economy, nothing else that you absolutely care about will ever take place. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I think I'm 19 days deep into a fast. Very tight window. I'm eating 1 hour a day. Took 72 hours, water only. Special water, not just regular water, because that's not good. That's going to give you a lot of headaches and cramping. But there's ways to do this. I educated myself. I got uncomfortable. It sucks not eating for 70. Actually, it was 83 hours in total that I didn't eat. I had more energy. I was more focused. I was uncomfortable. I was excited. I was scared. Not scared like, oh, I'm going to die, but scared like, dude, like, is this going to become normal? Since I've been back in Florida, I've lost 24 pounds. I'm on a mission. I have a vision to be healthier than I've ever been in my 40s. I'll be 43 in June. I have a mission to be healthier, look better, move easier, quality of life better. I have 2 amazing young kids and a family. I want to be able to roll with my fucking kids. I want to be forever. I'm not that guy that say, hey, Dad, let's go outside. No, man, I'm kind of tired. Dude, get your ass up and get outside. You're going to wish you had these moments very quickly. Too many people just settle. But as I'm on this journey, we're all on a journey. We're all in different times of the journey and all that. But what I'm trying to share with you guys is my conversations are different. People are like, Mark, you're different. Fuck yeah, I'm different. Yes, I'm different today than I was yesterday. Dude, I'm growing. I'm getting by the way, I don't just talk this shit. I do it. I've built many companies. Some have failed massively. Some have succeeded massively, and everything in between. Right now, I'm building companies. I'm involved in many companies. I'm involved in new ventures that I'm going down. I have millions of dollars of my own money before I ever talk about it to bring it to market, to share what I did and what I'm doing and how to do it better and what I would have done different. I don't read a book and go tell everybody I know everything. I get in the trenches and I do the work. If you're overwhelmed, and again, these are conversations I've had with high-end guys that pay me a lot of money. This is like in the last 2 days, by the way, if that. The guy's like, Mark, I'm overwhelmed. This guy owns multiple 8-figure companies. And I said, I get it. I am too often. But when I get overwhelmed, the real question to ask is, where's the feeling coming from? Most of the time when you get overwhelmed, you actually get more overwhelmed because you're overwhelmed. Sounds silly, but it's true. See, picture your brain. like if I could cut off the top of my head and pull it back, picture this. When you're overwhelmed, it's because you've opened too many doors. You haven't shut any. Therefore, you're sitting in the middle of a room with 1,000 doors wide open, and you know you need to go in all of them. You just don't know which one to go in first. It's overwhelming. Because then you start thinking, what if I picked the wrong one? What if this is not the right one? What if I go here, but I really need to be over there? So what you need to do if you start feeling overwhelmed is start asking yourself, what's the root of the overwhelmed feeling? Start making a list, and then start grading them. Create your own grading system. See, what overwhelms you might not overwhelm me. I see a lot of you guys out here buying the next best planner, fucking buying the most time management systems. You know what my time management system and planner is? It's a fucking yellow pad of paper and a blue pen. That's my system. It works for me. If that shit works for you, great. Use it. See, a lot of people right here looking for a one size fits all. It's not how it works in real life. It sells stuff because it makes you feel confident. False confidence is really bad, by the way. And especially if it doesn't help you grow. But I start asking, what's the root cause of this feeling? When I start getting overwhelmed, it's typically I have a lot of opportunity going on. I have things that I've been putting off that I know I need to do. And I start making a hit list. This just happened yesterday. I had to make 3 calls that I dreaded. I've put off for over 3 weeks. I knew I was going to make them. I was actually hoping they would do what they said they were going to do, therefore I wouldn't have to make them. But I had to call people that I absolutely like and or love a lot. And I had to give it to them straight. One guy owes me a lot of money, and he's not paying. He's my boy. I've known him for years. My fiduciary is going to sue the shit out of him. And I'm trying to give him, I'm throwing him a bone like, dude, you need to step your game up. I had to have that call. It's not easy. There's crying involved in these calls, by the way. For real. Massive anxiety. But you know what? It's almost like I did this to myself. When I did the call, we both said thank you for the call. We both left the call feeling better with a direction. And I hope it gets resolved. Very hopeful. Because the next call comes from the lawyer. And then it gets ugly. And no one wins. No one except the lawyers. This is shit entrepreneurs deal with every single day, by the way. And it's funny to me, one guy's like, dude, what do you use for inspiration? As an entrepreneur, if you're seeking inspiration, you're not an entrepreneur. Do you know how many dark moments and dark days and dark hours and dark minutes I have? It is not easy being a real entrepreneur. Now listen, if I'm not a fucking Instagram entrepreneur, I'm a real entrepreneur. I get my teeth kicked in daily. I fucking get back up and I keep going. Brings me to another point. This is very important, so please pay attention. I was talking with this guy that wants to leave his corporate job. This guy makes real money in a corporate job, about $800,000 a year. It's decent money for a corporation, for a corporate job. And as I'm talking to him, he knows what path he's going to take, he says, and then he's like, dude, but I need a plan B. To say I almost went unhinged is an understatement. Success will never have a plan B. I've never had a plan B. I'm 100 fucking % plan A. A plan B is a failure acting like they want to be an A player. Straight up. Dude, what's my plan B? Fuck you, there's no such thing. A plan B? Dude, that's like marrying your spouse and having a side chick on the side saying, well, if this marriage doesn't work out, I'm ready. Are you fucking stupid? Why do you think anybody would put up with this shit? Why do you talk to yourself like this? Why do you put yourself in this situation? Plan Bs are for losers. We know that. This is not a secret. But for some reason, people talk about it like it's a good thing. I know. I've been around it my whole life when I was a kid. Listen to people talking about plan B. Yeah, man, if this doesn't work out, it's okay. I got a fallback thing. I got a plan B. Well, that's why you're a fucking loser. That's why you're not making any money. That's why you're still living in the trailer court with your mommy and daddy at 27 years old. Plan B? This guy I'm coaching, he's like, consulting, I should say, not coaching. He asked me, he's like, Mark, what keeps you going every day? Well, it ain't no fucking plan B. I can tell you that, right? What keeps me going every day is knowing that I'm just getting started. See, for some reason, we think once you hit a certain number, 7 million in the bank, 20 million, whatever the number is, that you think, I'm on easy street now, baby. True success isn't about being on easy street. It's about progressing. It's about learning. It's about growing. I'm all in every day. I'm ready to fucking lose it all every fucking day. I'm all in on marketing. I'm all in on people. I'm all in on myself. There is no plan B. We will succeed or we will fucking go down and succeed later on. We will not stop. We will never, ever, 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 let me say it again, ever fucking quit. Ever. Not until I'm in the fucking ground. Ever. Why would I? I love it. I get to literally, I can wake up and create an idea and make money from it within 24 hours or less. Why would I stop doing that? It's amazing. I could go to a restaurant, I could hear the problems, I could create a solution, sell the solution, and make money. It's the only way I'm going to get stupid, filthy rich is to help serve people that need help with a problem. I take that money, I put into massive investments. Take all my cash, go broke. I need to go make more, man. I'm not out buying crazy cars every other day. I'm not out blowing money at the club, strip club, or bottle service. I did that shit when I was early 20s. I almost went bankrupt. Too many of you trying to be too cool for IG and Facebook or whatever platform you're on, TikTok. It's silly to me. Life is very short. I get it. I'm not saying not to have fun. I'm not saying not to be silly. I'm not saying not to get crazy once in a while. But some of you guys are living recklessly 24/7. You're better than that. Your parents raised you better than that. The people that you care about need you to be better. Lead by example. Find a role model. Find someone that you want to mimic. If you're in a rut, dude, if you're doing drugs, doing alcohol, whatever, find someone that's not and get around them and see how they can feed off of their energy. I wake up more excited. I can't sleep. I can't go to bed and I can't sleep. I want to wake up. I want to do more. I want to be more. I want to help more people. I want to see you succeed. By the way, everyone has a different delivery way to send the message. I think most people are too pussyfooting around. Therefore, most people will never get the message heard. Oh yeah, Johnny, you're doing okay, buddy. Hey, so buy this book and see how it works for you. That's what some coaches are doing out there. Does it work? Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. I think people are settling. If you pay a coach, which everyone should have coaches in all parts of your life, but when you pay a coach, dude, don't pay him to make you feel good, warm, and fuzzy. Pay him to kick you in the fucking teeth, grab you by the balls, snag you by the throat if you don't have balls, which a lot of men act like they have balls. They don't have balls. Of course, the ladies don't have balls. I want throat punched. I want kicked in the teeth. I need to be shooken up. I clearly don't know what the fuck I'm doing if I'm not getting the results I want. I need help. That's why I'm paying you to help me, not to coddle me, not to comfort me, not to tell me what I want to hear, but tell me what I fucking need to hear. I want results. Period. And I do the fucking work. Too many of you talk about doing the work. You're not doing the work. I get uncomfortable. I make big decisions every day, 7 days a week. Have to step it up. A lot of people out there don't tell you what you need to hear. That's why I like the podcast show. One, I don't want to talk to you guys one-on-one most of the time because I just don't have enough bandwidth. My battery life for me doesn't allow it. I'd much rather hang out with my kids than to fucking talk to some dickhead that doesn't want to do anything that I tell him to do. I mean, why would you want to do that? Well, man, they paid you. Okay, well, paid me to do. Don't take the money. Send them the money back. I don't want that. I want one to many. That's why the me economy was so powerful. So powerful. It's going to crush it. It's going to change people's lives. That's what gets me up in the morning. I'm up at 4 a.m. editing a book that I make zero money from. I give all the money to charity. I go to bed last night at 9 o'clock. I didn't come in the house until 9 o'clock. From 7 to 9, I was outside editing. I'm going over book covers. I'm talking to the publisher to see what we need to do here and there. I'm talking to my team, Ryan and John, every morning at 10:30 in the morning, talking about where we're going and how we're getting there, what we're going to do. This is free. I'm not making a dime. But the purpose and the mission and the vision is so much bigger than me. You know what's beautiful about that? I will make fucking money from it. Why? Because I'll get more exposure. More exposure drives more eyeballs to what I do in my world. I know how to convert it. You should be doing the same thing. Plus, I get to save kids' lives through the efforts of this book. Because the money that we're giving away is going to a charity that goes and captures these people and gets these kids out of harm's way. Sex trafficking. It's a big deal to me. I have kids. That shit goes down, they will fucking die in my life. If anything like that happens to my kids. So it's a big deal. He's talking about momentum. Mark, what about momentum, man? You got a lot of momentum, but what about me? Well, dude, listen, if you woke up, you got momentum already. If you make a sales call and the call goes well, you got momentum. If it doesn't go well, switch the conversation in your brain to, wow, I just learned something. Let me go try it on another person on the next call. Momentum. Momentum's everywhere. Isn't it funny how the brain works? We find what we want. We find what serves our purpose. Dude, you could tell me to go fuck myself. I'm a loser and I'll never amount to anything. And I will learn so much in that. Has nothing to do with you. It has to do with me. You can say whatever you want. That's all about you. But I can learn from that. One, I could figure out how not to talk to people like you. Two, I could figure out maybe there's some truth to that on some parts. Right? I'm always learning. It's momentum at all the time. Momentum's, by the way, momentum forward or momentum backwards. Momentum's around all the time. But what gets me going daily is helping people. Seeing them, like, if you guys could only see all the emails and Instagram messages I get and Facebook messages like, dude, you changed my life. 7 years ago, I met you, blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, I read Magician vs. Mule. XYZ's happened in my life since. Hey, man, I finally left my corporate job that I've been talking shit about for years, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It doesn't, like, that's what gets me excited. I don't even know these people yet. I hope to get to meet everybody in the world. Eventually. The time is now, though, folks. It's 2021. I've talked about a lot of things here today. This is kind of a random thought show, but it's not so random. Because as you're listening to this, you know deep down inside, this is real. This is authentic. This is genuinely, I'm talking to your soul. I want you to know that whatever you can dream, you can achieve, period. I don't give a shit if your mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, or anybody tells you you're fucking crazy. By the way, the more people tell you crazy, the more you're onto something. You realize that, right? I was an entrepreneur before it was cool. I was 1996. That's when I started becoming an adult entrepreneur. But before that, in second grade, I was selling my sister's toys. I've kind of been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've understood the market wants something, you provide that, and they'll pay you for it. Back then it was a quarter. Now it might be $250,000 or millions of dollars. What gets me excited is I'm building real companies now. Back in the day, I used to build high-paying jobs. Now I'm building real companies. I have real fucking payroll, like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. I'm not complaining. I love it. I want millions of dollars in payroll. That means we're impacting people's lives that work with us on the journey. That means the vision's getting bigger. That means we're accomplishing more. It's not always easy. Truth is, most of the time, it's not easy at all. If it was easy, wouldn't I already be there? See, I'm on the journey of life just with you as well. I'm growing. I'm creating the freedom model that I want. It's real. That's what gets me going daily, is you. You might not like what I say all the time. I'm cool with that. Some of this stuff, even talking about racism and all this shit, dude, if you got a problem with that, you have a problem. For real. You have a problem. It's not serving you either. Pick the battles correctly. The battle's in your brain. If someone from where you're at looks like you, probably worse off than you, has accomplished anything big in life, that's a person you need to figure out how to model, how to mimic. We live in a world of abundance. There's never, ever been more of an opportunity. Maybe you want to do crypto now. Maybe you want to do real estate. Pivot. Wherever you're at, pivot if you need to. Don't hold on to this negative emotion that's holding you back from creating what you really want. You're not living forever. We have to acknowledge that we are a human fucking being and we can accomplish a lot of shit in our life. But some are going to live longer. Some are going to live a lot less longer than others. And we need to make the most of it while we're here on planet Earth. I ask that you get out of your own way. I ask that you take, I'm getting goosebumps talking about this. I might even get emotional because this thinking process changed my life. My parents will never need for anything ever. I have millions of dollars ready for that. My children will never need for health and wealth and finances and all that. I'm teaching them that. By the way, I'm not giving them a bunch of money. I'm teaching them. My son knows what COGS is. My son knows what the eighth wonder of the world is. My son knows what a P&L is. My son knows what ROI means. My son understands what his self-directed IRA does, his covered elves. He understands. I'm talking to him right now as we speak. I swear on my life about crypto. Crypto is the future of money for children. My son's 5 years old. He'll be 6 in August. Kids already understands that they can buy something on Amazon or go and click 2 buttons on Amazon and watch a movie. They know they can click a button and have something at the door. We live in different times. I didn't grow up like that, nor did you probably. But I can tell you this. I'm going to lead him knowledge that's going to serve him. As I'm speaking to you, he's downstairs with the private teacher. She's here 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. She's amazing. She's teaching him numbers, letters, reading better, language. We have a speech therapist. All this shit takes money, by the way. I would go work a fucking third shift job if I had to give my family the upper hand in this opportunity of 2021. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to get out of your own way, and you have to put a line in the sand and say, fuck you, old me. I'm becoming someone new. Your friends and your family might not like that. Actually, they won't like it. But I don't give a fuck about them. I'm not living for them. I'm living for me. They'll question you. If you allow them in your life, they'll hurt you or support you. If they hurt you, you have to disconnect. But it's my mom. I don't give a shit if it's your mom. Be very limited with conversations if that's the case. Until you get the brain power to understand how to isolate the conversation. See, in business, if you don't know how to compartmentalize, this just happened Saturday. I was talking with a coach of mine for 2 hours from 10 a.m. till 12 noon. That's what I was doing on Saturday. I was talking with him, and I got a text, a horrible text, like really bad text. This is at 11:30 in the morning. I had something very big in the works, and they just backed out, literally the day of. But I'm on the call with my coach. I can't say, oh, I got to go. No, dude. I'm paying the coach to help me compartmentalize, deal with it, move on. As that day went on, I got another horrible text. A great buddy of mine is about to pass away. I'm building empires. I'm working hard. I shoot him a message. Anything you need, let me know. I'm here for you. Boom, back to work. See, too many of you like, well, I gotta think about thinking to think even more. But when I get done thinking, I'm gonna think about doing it. Then I'm gonna do it. Compartmentalize, shut the door. Compartmentalize, shut the door. Move on. If you can't do that, you have to learn how to do that. If not, you're not going to be successful. There's a lot of shit going on. A lot. Trying to get healthier, trying to get more finances, trying to build businesses, dealing with people, etc. This stuff is never ending. Compartmentalize. Figure out how to create your brain as a filing cabinet, filing system. How do you interpret information? Let's just say if you got a cease and desist letter in the mail, what do? Shut down, call your lawyer, freak out, start crying, whatever it is. You got to figure out how to acknowledge it, address it, and move on. You can't sit there and cry about it or think about it. It's going to consume your life. What if you got sued? Someone falls and slips. This happened to me once in Columbus. A mailman slipped and fell and broke his ankle on one of my properties. He sued me. Cool. I got the letter, sent directly to my lawyer, and said, deal with it. Next. See, you have to solve problems. And if you ain't solving problems, you're going to be a victim to the problems. Period. That's what I'm thinking about today. These are my random thoughts. I actually have to get on another call because I have shit to do. And I know you do too. I hope you find this podcast show powerful. It's not necessarily, I'm not trying to make friends here. I'm trying to help you genuinely. I mean that. And if you need help, you need to reach out to me and let me know what you're struggling with. Shoot me on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. Let me know what's up. If I can do a show on it, I will. If I can respond one-on-one, I'll try to do that. I'm not guaranteeing it because I get a lot. But if I can, I will. Just know that you're not on this journey alone. There's many people working way harder than you. There's many people that would trade their lives. Literally, they'll trade their lives for your life. I don't care where you're at in your life. There's someone that will trade their life for yours. Keep your head straight. Get around positive people. Start reading massive amounts of books about mindset and money and business and understanding how this stuff works. The magic of thinking big. More importantly, implement this shit in real life. Get real life feedback. Adjust accordingly. Say something that was stupid. No one laughed. Pull back. Say that again. This is an art form. This is a craft that you're working on every single connection point that you touch people via email, via Instagram, via phone, etc. In person. Meet people, shake their hands, high five them, knuckle sandwiches, whatever you guys do these days. Connect with them and make the most of it. This is a beautiful, amazing life we live in. The best opportunities. I've never seen anything like it in my life, ever. I'm more excited today than I was 10 years ago. I'm more excited today for where we're going and not what we didn't do, but what we're going to do. Get serious about this stuff. This is your life. This is your future. Your kids are watching you. Your enemies are watching you. Your friends are watching you. Your family's watching you. They're all watching you. Make the moves. Be the leader. How do you change? You lead with change. You lead. You change. If you want change, you make the change. You don't wait for people to make the change. You make the change. Be the leader that I know you are. You got this. Thinking about you. Have an amazing day. Make today count.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. They should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss, I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all, and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose, yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm more Kevin's DM. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. Deal maker. DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.